Hello, hello. So let's see what we got over here. It says here, rural men in China say they're too poor to afford the massive dowries expected of them. People on social media say it's just an excuse. Is it though? How much is this? A report about a rural bachelor who can't afford a $70,000 dowry in China was met with backlash. Bruh, 70,000? Who's he paying that to? Like the girl's parents? Then what the hell is he gonna need for like his family? He's gonna need a new home or whatever. Maybe a bigger home, or now he's got a wife and he's probably gonna have kids. Like what the hell is what is the 70,000 going for? Search a bridal price is many times over the typical, yeah, man. Like, what? You spending that money to get the wife and then you need more money while you have the wife? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, hell no. Hell to the no. Use that 70,000 and move to a different country where women are plentiful and free. Uh, but people on social media say men who fixate on expensive dowries are simply not desirable partners. What are you talking about? How you ask somebody for money and you're like, they're fixated on money? Like, well, it's all they're thinking about, the money. It's like, what? The gaslighting is crazy. A Chinese state media report about rural men struggling to afford exorbitant dowries have triggered backlash online for people who say the bachelors are missing the point. Are they? Seems like the point is money. State-run outlet Legal Daily on Monday covering the dating lives of three rural men in their early 30s who said they can no longer keep up with the rising betrothal price. Damn it, that word I've never seen before. The story of one man from Jiangxi province, whom Legal Daily gave a pseudonym Chin Wei, went viral on Weibo, China's version of X. According to the state media, the man lamented that dowries in his home region had grown to about 500,000 RMB or 70,000, a nearly impossible cost for a rural worker. Yeah, like how the hell is he going to make that much money? And how long is he going to take? And then he's got to have extra after he pays that. 500,000 RMB is a very unrealistic expectation. To put things in perspective, the annual disposable per capita income among rural residents in China is about 20,000. Wow. Wow. So what is that? That's like what? Mm, is it 10? No, can't do math right now. My brain. No, it's 25. It's like 25, right? 25 times. Mu Zheng, a professor of sociology and anthropology at the National University of Singapore, told Business Insider such a dowry would likely cost rural families years of savings or could sink them in debt. Yeah. Yeah. So he's not freaking uh, being crazy, just like this is too much. But instead of drawing sympathy, the report received a harsh response on Weibo. Many accounts who listed themselves as female, of course, this is the ladies, because they don't have to pay. So why not? Like, oh, you can't afford it. You not good husband. Female on their profiles say men are using the unattainable dowries as an excuse for their undesirability as partners. Really? I mean, if they can't afford it, they can't afford it. Uh, Like, the excuse wouldn't matter, right? If they don't afford it, they never become your husbands anyway. So like, how is that an excuse, right? It's not really an excuse. The excuse would be if they can do it, but they make the excuse so they don't have to do it. But if they can't do it, they're never an applicant. So you don't have to worry about them. Like, always discussing the dowry and not discussing what the man is like or what the bride's family must pay. The bride's family has to pay too? So the husband has to pay and the bride's family has to pay, but the bride doesn't pay anything. No wonder you can make comments like that. Oh, then don't get married. No one wants to marry if you have no money. True. Yeah, they're not getting married. They're saying it's expensive. They're saying it's expensive. They're saying this is too much, and they don't really gain anything. Like seriously, they don't gain anything. You pay that much money, and then you just like you owe more money because now you have to take care of your wife. You don't see how like why would you want a man that can afford a $70,000 dowry that doesn't even go to you? Now he can afford it. Now that money is gone. Now he's broke. Like if he took years to save up that money and now he has it and now he's broke, you don't gain anything. In China, grooms of typically pay dowries for their okay. In China, grooms typically pay dowries to the bride's family. I knew it, and sometimes be expected to fork up cash for huge, expensive cars or houses. All right, so they have to pay the family and then houses and all this stuff. Some urban couples in China are now going for what is often dubbed a naked marriage, where people get hitched without the man first securing the dowry car apartment or perhaps even a diamond ring. But the traditional practice of paying for your bride is still strong in rural areas, where they're the most poor, which makes no sense. The expectations for dowries have diverged in China due to both the rising cost of living and particularly with housing, consumerism, and rising individualism. Yeah, like that's crazy. That's a crazy expectations of a person. For these women to try to like shame these dudes, like it doesn't make any sense. Like what? Why? What do you gain from shaming them? Like you don't gain anything. You if you don't want to marry these guys, you don't want to marry them. And if they're saying they can't afford it, then they're letting you know right away that they're out of the running. But the problem is you don't have that many options. The guys that can afford it, they're already like either paying it or they decide not to. So like you don't have that many options. And shaming the guys that are willing but they can't afford it, you're just like you're taking away, you're cutting yourself off at the knees at this point. Like who are you going to choose? No one's coming for you. No one. Like imagine you're just like an average looking Chinese girl, and then you're expecting some dude to like fork off that kind of money. A guy that can afford that can get a supermodel. Like, like, are you serious? Like he's not coming for you. So why would you want to embarrass the dudes that be willing to pay some money for you, but they just think it's too expensive? Why would you want to do that? This is weird, man. China is weird. Anyways, until next time.